What's up, guys? We're here with an episode of Unfazed. We changed our name from Take the L for certain reasons, but let's move past that. For today, I got a new deck profile on GOKU. Now, this leader is broken. He is, to me, by far the best leader in the game. So basically what he does is when he attacks on his unawakened side, he untaps one blue energy. So you can tap out, swing, and then untap. And then on his awakened side, when you have 4 life, you draw 2, of course. Now when he swings now, he untaps 2 blue energy, only blue. And then when you have 5 energy or more, he gains 5k, so he's basically a 20k when he attacks. You know, draw your card also when you attack. So that's basically it. Now, we got a new deck with a new expansion pack, the Heroes. So let's start off with the staple cards that basically every deck should run, depending on the color. So you have 4 Majin Boos. Again, play this card, draw 1 card. You're always plussing. Then you have 4 Sensu Beams. I feel every deck, no matter what color, should play this card. It saves you and it untaps the energy. It's really good. You have your 4 Negates. Doesn't cost anything. You just gotta have 1 energy up, and that's it. Then, of course, the color 10k for the deck. Play this card, you gain 10k, you draw a card. Always a plus. I play 2 Results of Training to awaken myself when people don't want to awaken me. Now, I keep it at 2. Most people put like 3 or 4, which I think is ridiculous, because if they do awaken you without you using this, and then if I was to waste it on using a booster type Piccolo and drew into that, I'll be pretty upset. So I keep it low, and 2 has been working out for me. So I just keep it at 2. Now, this next card right here, I feel like it's going to be of more use. It's a great card. I love using it. It's Mafuba. Basically, I can just, your card means nothing. I negate with this card, and then for 2 turns, you don't have a card because this card goes right on top of it. This is a really, really good card, and I think for the next set, with all these super strong hitters that are coming out like in turn 3 or 4, this card is going to be needed in the game. And then, of course, I play 3 Objections because I love being ahead. I always like to have more energy than my opponent, whether I go first or second. Now, we play the new Vegeta because basically, since I run a whole mono blue deck, his permanent skill, if all my energies are blue, he's only going to cost me 2 energy, and he's a 20k. So that's a nice pretty threat with very low cost. Next, I play 2 Assailant Vegetas. Basically, he's a crit, 15k 3-drop. I rarely summon him. He's mainly there for energy because I want to run some Vegetas in this deck so that when I play this guy, I have more Vegetas to search when I look up the top 7. Basically, what he does is you play him, you pick up the top 7 in your cards, and play a 3 or less cost Vegeta in rest mode. And then you take the rest of the card, which I think is a minus, and you put it at the bottom of your deck. So when you're using this, be careful because you can pick up Sensu Beans and boost attack Piccolos and have them at the bottom of your deck. Never play this guy late game unless you have to. You always want him in the beginning. Next, the big bad boss himself, you got Vegito. This guy is insane. He's basically costs you 5 energy when you have a Vegeta and a Goku on board. Basically, he's a 30k crit. You swing with him once. He's dual attack, so he goes back to active mode. You swing again. Now, on your second swing, he gains double strike. So then he'll be a double strike crit at 30k. So potentially, you can knock out 3 life from your opponent, and it will go to their drop area. It's a very strong card. This guy wins games for you. Next, we play 3 of the new Trunks. Basically, you play him, he searches out this big boy right here, and he's also a really good card because he's a 3-drop 15k, but then he has crit. So you can play him, search up for him, and then just swing, and they lose a resource. So this makes the deck a little bit more aggressive. You know, feel free to swing all the time with this guy because they're not going to want to lose a life. They're going to waste cards in their hand. And you have 2 of the Future Bulma. Basically, she searches your Trunks. I play her at 2 because I only play him at 3. I don't want to have too many of her and then have no targets in my deck. Then I play 3 of the Trunks Constant Hope. This guy, he's basically another beater for you, basically. So like, if you can't get him out, you can sneak him in. People won't expect it. He basically, with this deck, since you're gonna have a Goku or Vegeta either in your battle area or in your drop area, he's gonna be triple strike, and he's 25k. Now he has a really good effect. Is when you swing him, or if he is attacked, you can go to your drop area and take a battle card and combo with it. So basically, I love using this guy. You can keep using him when he's engraved because he's technically a battle card. So each time you attack, he's going to be an automatic 35k with draw. So this is like one of the best combos right here. And it works if they attack me also. It's not only if I attack. So that's why this card is broken. Next, you have 4 Beerus. Now, I love this guy. If you have 5 or more energy when you play him, you could pop any card on the field. He's basically your board wipes because I'm not playing the Mass Saiyan in this deck because I want to have my grave all the time. So there's absolutely no overwhelm cards in this deck. You want to keep your grave so you can use his effect all the time. There's times that I used it and I didn't have nothing in my grave, but I took those out and this deck is actually really good. And then the last 2 cards you play is basically your 1 combo cost, free 15Ks. I use this guy for protection, mostly against crit. When I play crit, I don't like losing it, so I'll just play this, save myself, and then I'll have a guy on board. So this is basically the mono blue, started that Goku deck. Now I'm going to get into the sideboard real quick because I believe every deck out there should have a sideboard. It just makes you a really good player if you do. So for the sideboard, I play 3 Jocos. You combo with this card. You take one of your opponent's combo pieces and you put it back to their hand. This saves your life also. Now for those people that love playing like annoying blockers and everything, I always side in right now the green Goten because you combo with this card on your turn and you get to pop a card of 3 energy or less on their field. I mainly use it for anybody that plays blockers. There's a couple people out there, they'll have a whole field of blockers and I don't like it. So I'll just sideboard this in. You always have to know when to side depending who you're playing. Now, I know earlier I said I don't play no black cards, but again, it all depends on who you're playing. So if you feel that you need to play some black cards based on your opponent, these are the 5 that I would suggest. It'll be the new BCC Mirror. Basically, this guy, I've seen it happen to me and to other people where your opponent will have 1 life and this is the last card in your hand. You play it and you win. Basically, when he attacks, you can't use blockers. Your opponent can't use blockers. So this is a very sneaky card. I'm always prepared for it because I'm always thinking everybody's running this because it sneaks up on you. And then you play 2 Time Patrol Trunks. This is really good. Basically, you could play him by wiping out your grave when you have 3 or more. You draw the top 2 cards from your deck. You choose one and you place the other one on the top or the bottom. So you basically have a choice in what's your next card. So he's free and you get to draw. That's perfect. And then of course, just in case, I put a Mass Saiyan. You use 1 of your energy. You wipe out 5 cards from your warp, from your drop to the warp. You play him and you could wipe out up to 5 costs. He's essentially a KO and then he's double strike. So that's the sideboard. This is the mono blue starter deck Goku. I've done really well with this deck. I've topped my last locals last week. And overall it's fun and it's consistent. You can draw very bad in the beginning but still pull it out in the end. I've done it many times and I hope you guys enjoy this.